Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 combos that you need to know to play this deck. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. Like getting your name description every single video, getting assigned cards in the mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month to your Patreon. If you guys would like to check out the deck profile used for this video, definitely check it out down in the description down below. So without further ado, let's get straight on into the combos. So for our first combo, guys, I'm going to show you one of the most basic combos in Exosister to be able to summon out one of our awesome boss monsters, Exosister Magnifica. Using any 2 Exosisters you can actually put on your side of the field. But for this combo, we're going to use Stella and Elise to be able to go full combo. So what we're going to do is normal summon out our copy of Stella to our side of the field, and then use the effect of Elise to be able to special summon out to her side of the field. Now the cool thing about this deck is it actually works on the buddy system to be able to summon out your Exosisters to your side of the field, which is awesome because your copy of Elise actually has a really cool ability that if you control an Exosister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then if you control a copy of Stella, you gain 800 life points, which is a great effect to be able to use because we control our copy of Stella. I love that these cards actually work together like that because there's combos in this deck that actually pair 2 particular Exosisters together, like Stella and Elise, and your copy of Irene and Sophia, which is so cool. So at this point, what we're going to do is go ahead and make a rank 4 play, which we're actually going to go in for a copy of Caspatel. Caspatel is one of the first cards you're going to summon from your extract, because this card is ability, if this card is XZ summoned using an Exosister monster as material, neither player can special summon monsters from the graveyard for the rest of the turn. Also, you can detach a material on this card to add an Exosister monster from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go ahead and detach a material from our copy of Caspatel to be able to search out our copy of Martha. Martha is the most powerful Exosister in the entire deck, because this card has the ability to control no monsters or only XZ monsters. You can special summon this card in your hand, and if you do, special summon a copy of Exosister Elise directly from your deck. So we're going to go ahead and special summon out our copy of Martha to our side of the field and use Martha's effect to instantly get us a copy of Elise on our side of the field as well. We can then overlay these 2 monsters on our side of the field to go in for a copy of Makalis. Makalis is great to be able to summon out to our side of the field because this card has a great effect that if this card is XZ summoned, you can actually detach material from this card to add an Exosister spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go ahead and detach a material from our copy of Makalis to grab the best Exosister card in the entire deck to be able to search off Makalis, which is going to be our copy of Returnia. Returnia is so good to be able to grab off our copy of Makalis, and you have a bunch of different options you can actually grab, but I feel like Returnia is one of the most powerful cards to be able to grab off the effect of Makalis. This card also has a great ability. If this card that was XZ summoned at this turn by using an Exosister monster as a material, quick effect, you can actually target a card your opponent controls or in the graveyard and banish it. So when this card is actually summoned, you can also spot remove a card off the field, which is such a good effect to help us get rid of a card off the field. We can then use our copy of Caspatel and Makalis on our side of the field to actually go in for another XZ play, using both of these monsters on our side of the field to step into our most powerful extract monster, Magnifica. Magnifica is such a powerful card that requires 2 rank 4 Exosister monsters to actually make our copy of Magnifica, and this card has the ability that it's actually insane, that it must be XZ summoned with the above materials, and this card can make a second attack during each battle phase, meaning this card can actually attack twice to help us OTK. Also, once per turn, quick effect, you can actually detach a material from this card and then banish 1 card your opponent controls, which is an insane quick effect. This card can actually just spot remove cards off the field. Also, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can return an XZ monster you own attached to this card back to your extract. Then you can special summon that monster from your extract using this card you control as a material, and it's treated as an XZ material, and you transfer this card's materials to that monster, meaning we can actually tag our copy of Magnifica out for a copy of Makalis or Caspatel, which is great to actually tag out for a copy of Makalis because you're going to get so much advantage off that particular play. So by just having two Exosisters out, we actually got an awesome copy of Magnifica on our side of the field, plus our copy of Returnia, which Returnia is really powerful in this deck, because if all monsters you control are Exosister monsters, minimum 1, you pay 800 life points, which you already gained off the copy of our Elise, then you get to target a card your opponent controls or in their graveyard and banish it, giving us another spot remove off the field. Then you can apply one of these effects that if you control an Exy summon this turn, you can actually banish a card your opponent controls as well, which is great to be able to use this card with the power of your copy of your Magnifica to combine with Returnia, which is such a powerful card effect to be able to use these two cards together. So for our second combo, guys, we're going to start with a copy of Exosister Martha and Sophia, which is going to get us into an insane field and give us a draw, which is amazing. Now, your copy of Exosister Sophia could be any Exosister you can normal summon to your side of the field, but we're going to be using Sophia because this card actually gives us a free draw. So what we're going to do is go ahead and special summon out our copy of Martha to our side of the field and use Martha's ability to be able to actually let us special summon a copy of Elise. We're then going to go ahead and overlay our copy of our Elise and our copy of our Martha to bring out a copy of Caspatel. We can then use the effect of Caspatel to be able to detach a card to be able to search a copy of an Exosister monster from our deck to our hand. And we're actually going to grab a copy of Stella. Now the reason we're grabbing Stella here is because we can actually summon our copy of Stella, and then we can actually special summon out our copy of our Sophia, which is amazing to be able to do. So we're going to go ahead and actually normal summon our copy of Stella to our side of the field because we special summoned Martha, and we're going to use the effect of Stella to be able to summon out our copy of Sophia. Sophia will then activate since we control another Exosister monster, we actually get to draw a card, which this card is actually just going to be completely blank. This could be an extender, this could be a hand trap, it could be any card in the entire game, but this card is just really cool that we actually get a free draw of our copy of Sophia. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and overlay our copy of Stella and Sophia on our side of the field to be able to make a copy of Macaulus, and then we can use Macaulus to be able to detach a material and then actually search a copy of Returnia. Now this is really important again. Returnia is probably the best target in the entire deck because it also helps you spot remove cards off the field, which is why I always search Returnia going first for our combos. Now at this point, what we're going to do is overlay both of these monsters on our side of the field to actually make a copy of Magnifica. Magnifica, again, is amazing to be able to actually make because this card just helps you spot remove cards off the field. It can tag out for your other Exosister monsters that are used for material. It spot removes cards off the field, and it basically just helps you OTK your opponent. It's actually the most powerful Exosister in the entire deck. And all this combo, we actually started with 2 cards, and we ended with a boss monster, a copy of Returnia, and a blank card that we drew off Sophia, which is amazing. But it's really cool to actually establish a field like this because with your copy of Returnia, you're going to be able to spot remove something, your copy of Magnifica can spot remove something, your copy of Macaulus can help you spot remove something, and you also have a free card that we drew off of our copy of our Sophia, which is amazing. So we're just going to set our copy of our Returnia to our side of the field, and once we do, we just pass over to the opponent and react accordingly. So for our last combo, guys, I'm going to show you how to actually use the Spirit Engine in this deck and why it's so important in this build. Just using a copy of Aratama will actually get us to a full combo, which is absolutely insane. So what we're going to do is normal summon out our copy of Aratama to our side of the field and use its ability to be able to add a spirit monster from our deck to our hand, which is going to be our copy of Sakitama. We can then use the effect of Sakitama to reveal this card in our hand, and immediately as effect resolves, we get to normal summon a spirit monster from our hand. So we're going to reveal our copy of Sakitama in our hand to our opponent and normal summon it out to our side of the field, getting us 2 level 4s on our side of the field. We're then going to overlay both of these monsters on our side of the field to go in for a copy of Caspatel, because Caspatel is actually generic, which is amazing that we can actually use the Spirit Engine in this deck because the Exosister monsters actually exercise spirits in the lore, which is amazing that we can actually use the Spirit Engine in the deck because it actually kind of goes along with the lore. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and use our copy of Caspatel to be able to detach material from this card to add an Exosister monster from our deck to our hand, which is going to be our copy of Martha. Martha is the best search right here because we can actually special summon this card to our side of the field since we don't control anything but an XZ monster, which is amazing. Now, why it's also important to be able to use the Spirit Engine in this deck is because of Martha's other effect, that the turn you activate this effect, you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect except Exosister monsters, and we actually didn't. Because our copy of Aratama was normal summon, we revealed our copy of Sakitama, and we also normal summoned it out to our side of the field using Sakitama's ability, completely playing around Martha's effect. So we're going to special summon our copy of Martha to our side of the field and use her ability to be able to bring out a copy of Elise. We can then overlay both of these monsters on our side of the field to again bring out a copy of Makalis to our side of the field, detaching a material to be able to search out our copy of Returnia. We can then go ahead and overlay both our copy of Caspatel and our copy of our Makalis on our side of the field to be able to make a copy of Magnifica on our side of the field, which is amazing to instantly go in for a copy of Magnifica, and then set to our side of the field our copy of Returnia so we can go full combo by just starting with a copy of Aratama going full combo, which is absolutely insane. And with this combo, you'd also have 4 other cards in your hand to extend your plays, which is absolutely crazy that we end on a boss monster off a single normal summon. So that's going to do for this one, guys. I hope you did learn something about Exosister with this video. It's such a fun rank 4 strategy to help you summon out awesome boss monsters to help you go in for game using the awesome Exosister cards. And if you guys would like to check out the deck profile used in this video, it is down in the description down below, so definitely check that out. So that's going to do for this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below. And that's going to do for this one, guys. We'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys.